Professor i sociologi fra Boston-universitetet og uddannet psykolog ved Harvard i Amerika, Melanie Joy, er i København for at præsentere sin nye bog om, hvorfor mennesker egentlig spiser kød.
Når man griller, så gennemstreger det. Det behøver ikke at være råt, det behøver ikke at være rødt, men bare lige det der her, det bliver saft.
What's the idea behind this book? What's your goal?
I wrote my book to raise awareness of Carnism so that people could make their food choices freely. Because without awareness, there is no free choice. Eating animals is really not simply a matter of personal ethics. It is the inevitable end result of a deeply entrenched oppressive system. We are hardwired to empathize with others. And so when we carry out harm to others, human or non-human beings, we need to disconnect from that natural empathy we feel. And we use a variety of distancing mechanisms to do this. We've been taught to by our culture. We're distanced from the animals who become our food because the factories in which they're turned into food are out of sight, of course. But we also distance ourselves psychologically. For example, we learn to think of animals, farmed animals, as abstractions, as lacking any individuality or personality of their own. A pig is a pig, and all pigs are the same. In fact, pigs are intelligent, sentient individuals with lives that matter to them, just like everyone who is alive has a life that matters to him or her. The way that we learn to justify eating animals is by learning to believe that the myths of meat, eggs, and dairy are the facts of meat, eggs, and dairy. To believe in the mythology of meat, which is expressed through what I refer to as the 3 N's of justification. Eating animals is normal, natural, and necessary.
Melanie, could it help if people started at least to eat organic meat?
Well, I think in order to really think about this issue of organic meat as objectively as possible, we have to step outside of carnism. Most people would find the idea of eating the meat of a happy, healthy golden retriever who was killed simply because people like the way her legs taste cruel. And yet, when we do the exact same thing to individuals of other species, pigs and chickens and cows, we are taught to think of it as compassionate. When we step outside of carnism, we can see how inconsistent and illogical in some ways our thinking is, and how much of a myth organic meat actually is. In some ways, it might be even worse because you're taking the life of somebody who wants to continue living.